Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Banter in the Box. Where's your questions for Mops? It's the Game Week 26 review. Coming to you later than normal on this Monday. This is the Game Week 26 review. So details and scores based on up until Friday the 1st of March, not this weekend's games, okay? FFFL Cup quarterfinals this weekend. Genuinely don't know what the current scores are, just as I go to air, so to speak. Just Arsenal, Sheffield United to play in this weekend's fixtures, but I haven't had a chance to even sit down and look at who's doing what. And what an incredible week in the Family Fantasy Football League. 5 goals from Haaland meant changes all over the league table. 18 managers achieved personal highest weekly totals for the season. Guess how many managers have Haaland in their team? Yep, you guessed it, 18. One of those 18 managers set a new highest weekly total for the season so far. 6 managers went into the transfer market in Game Week 26. 2 of them spending £5 million on an ease mind tactical gambit, which allowed them to purchase a player even though that player already belonged to another Premier League club. Without further ado, in this week's edition of Banter in the Box, we got your Game Week 26 winners and losers. 5 winners this week. Yeah, bonus winner. Couldn't split them. 5 winners, all picking up a manager of the season point. 4 losers, all losing a manager of the season point. We got a Chairman's Chats updates, a manager of the season update. It was worth 9 manager of the season points. I think I'm just making these numbers up now, but it was worth a lot. Did anyone get it? And the final slide just details the Family Fantasy Football League Presentation Awards, which takes place on Saturday, the 8th of June, as detailed in the rules issued at the start of the season. Big news this week as well. We've had a new manager nominated to join this league next season, which means that the team that finishes bottom of the Family Fantasy Football League, or the lowest placed team who does not attend the end of season presentation awards, will be relegated. We will be saying goodbye to somebody at the end of this season because we've had a nomination to join the league next season. As a reminder, every manager who attends the end of season presentation awards gets to nominate one new manager to join the league if they wish, but you have to attend the end of season presentation awards for your nomination to be accepted. So without further ado, the Game Week 26 winners. Take a bow. Gobi Desert Canoe Club manager Pops Hawksby, slowly turning his season around, coinciding with him diving back into the transfer market in recent weeks. Pops climbed 2 places up to 20th with a personal highest weekly total of 82 points. You have to go back to Game Week 18 for the last time Pops was as high as 20th in the table. Take a bow, also the number 1 rated manager in the Family Fantasy Football League, Arden Diamonds manager Homer Simpson, climbed 2 places up to 3rd. You have to go back to the Game Week 18 for the last time Steve Holmes was in the top 3. He scored a personal highest weekly total this week of 105 points. Take a bow, also the Mad Hatter, the Creed Bratton Society. Got it wrong on the form guide on the league table. I said he stayed top, but he wasn't top last week. He climbed a place to go top of the Family Fantasy Football League, and it's the first time he's been top since Game Week 3. And he scored a personal highest weekly total of 100 points. And you remember what he said in Chairman's Chats. If he wins the league, he's coming to the end of season presentation awards. Take a bow, also Benny United manager Mark Benwell. This is like the 3rd or 4th week running. He's been a Game Week winner. Climbed another 2 places up to 7th with a personal highest weekly total of 102 points. And that's a season high for Benny United. He hasn't been 7th till the back end of last season, which is 7th was where he finished. But the biggest game week 26 winner, take a bow, Legends 23 manager Keith Simons, climbed 4 places, the biggest climbers in game week 26, up 4 places to 6th. Not just the personal highest weekly total, but the highest weekly total of the season so far, a massive 111 points. And you have to go back to the opening week of the season for the last time Keith was as high as 6th in the league table. 1 manager of the season point to those 5. Conversely, your game week 26 losers, hide your head in shame. Ontario Grizzlies manager Neil Hatch. It seems increasingly unlikely that Neil is going to become the first manager in Family Fantasy Football League history to win 3 league titles in a row. He dropped 3 places to 9th in game week 26, and you have to go back to game week 15 for the last time Neil was as low as 9th in the table. Second week running, hide your head in shame. I've got a life manager. Mops Hoxby fell another place down to 4th, the dreaded position. 4th, the highest position you can finish in the league without winning prize money. Mops hasn't been as low as 4th in the league since game week 14. Hide your head in shame. No cop for me, manager Sarah Goodwin. The biggest fallers in game week 26, down 4 places to 12th, despite a personal highest weekly total of 68 points. But the biggest game week 26 loser, hide your head in shame, Norfolk and Chance FC manager Angela Addis fell 1 place down to the bottom of the table. The lowest scorers in game week 26 with just 15 points. And you have to go back to game week 12 for the last time Angela was bottom of the league table. 1 manager of the season point lost for those guys and girls. Now, Chairman's Chats. I am going to be shortly sitting down with none other than I've Got a Life manager, Mops Hoxby. But I need questions in the form of an email with the subject heading Chairman's Chats. The one question that you've always wanted to ask Mops but were too afraid, I'll put it to Mops. And if she chooses your question as her favourite question, and they'll be put to her anonymously, so she won't know who she's choosing as a favourite question until after she selected it. If she chooses your question as a favourite question, you will earn 5 manager of the season points. But I've only had 3 questions in so far. I need more to make an episode worth doing. Don't dilly-dally. Who the fuck is that? I'm saying it was worth 9 manager of the season points. I can't remember. 3 managers had a guess this week. Benny United manager Mark Benwell thought that it was a picture of Average Joe's manager Joe Hoxby. That was an incorrect guess, Mark. I've Got a Life manager Mops Hoxby thought that it was a picture of Luck. Where's the K Williams? That was an incorrect guess, Mops. And Ontario Grizzlies manager Neil Hatch thought that was a picture of Sashhammers FC manager Wayne Robinson. That was an incorrect guess, Neil. So the manager of the season table looks like this. The Mad Hatter climbs to joint 14th for being a game week 26 winner. Angela Addis drops to 13th for being a game week 26 loser. Mr. Benwell consolidates 6th spot for being a game week 26 winner. Sarah Goodwin stays 5th despite being a game week 26 loser. And Mops and Neil Hatch both stay joint 3rd despite being game week 26 losers. But the gap between them and second place Joe Hoxby is 3 points. And another 3 points on is yours truly, top of the manager of the season table. I cannot stay there. Come on, guys. We're rolling it over, and it's worth 10 manager of the season points. 10. It's a picture of a current Family Fantasy Football League manager. And if you can tell me who, you will win those 10 manager of the season points. And don't dilly-dally. I know this has gone out later on a Monday, but we should be back to normal schedule going forward, which means the next Banter in the Box will be in possibly just a few days. Friday, possibly not till Saturday, but it'll be sooner than a week away. So don't dilly-dally on getting those Who the fuck is that answers in, but remember, only one guest per week per manager. That is it for this edition of Banter in the Box. Until next week, take care, everyone. Bye bye.